Hello everyone! So last night we finally got the 16 songs competing in Malta Eurovision Song Contest, and myself, Jess and Emma are going to go through them all one by one right now for you and just give you our thoughts and feelings.
I like it. I think it's like something different to open the show with. It's very Malta though. I don't know what that means, but yeah, I think it's different to all the other songs because a lot of the other songs just kind of like mesh together for me, and I kind of forget which is which, but that's a good one, I think.
From what I can remember of it, which is not much to be honest with you, I didn't really like it that much. It wasn't really kind of going anywhere for me, wasn't doing anything for me, just a kind of very plain, very simple, nothing striking. Yeah, sorry.
This is actually one of my favourites of this selection, surprisingly. There's something about it which is just like really catchy and keeps you hooked, and I don't know what it is. There's something in the beat, it just makes it really good for me. He's actually a very solid singer as well, I think. The only thing I don't like is that out of nowhere this like really deep voice comes in for two of the lines, and I just don't think it's needed at all. I don't know if it's his microphone when he recorded it being dropped, or it's a voice over the top of it, but it just sounds really almost demonic and just not needed. So apart from that, I think it's good. It's going to be a good one to open the show. Avenue Sky are already making history, being the first boy band ever in Malta Eurovision Song Contest. I actually really like this song, and I showed these all to my friend, and he said you can definitely tell this is wrote by a Swedish person. And I can see what he means.
I absolutely love this song. Love it, love it, love it. It's just everything that I love in a song. Yeah, I mean, in terms of Eurovision, if it were to win by chance, I can't imagine it would do very well in Lisbon. But as a song, it's easy to listen to, it's catchy, it seems like a kind of fun, relatable song. I don't know, I just love it. It's very kind of 2005, 2006 boy band era, but I like that.
I hate it. I heard it and I was like, this is stupid. I just thought it was so, I don't know, just so like trying to be a cool boy band, and it just wasn't working for me anyway.
It would be nice to see a boy band at Eurovision because that is very rare, but do I see Avenue Sky winning? No, but I would be happy for them to come back another year with a different song because I think them as a group is very solid.
But then you have to think that the previous Danish participants have sent boy bands and they didn't do very well, so I kind of relate Avenue Q to, you know, Denmark.
You actually said Avenue Q there, Jess, instead of Avenue Sky.
Sorry, I meant to say Avenue Sky.
Don't you know that you're beautiful? You're a pack of wolves with a heart of gold. You gotta know that you're beautiful. Pick your back up punch like a wrecking ball.
I really feel this is her weakest entry. You can tell it's wrote by a completely different team to her first two entries. Like, it's totally different, and you can see that in the music and the progression. It's wrote by Borislav Milanov, who wrote Beautiful Mess, In Too Deep and Dance Alone from last year's Eurovision. And I think that is how I would describe this. It is a bit of a beautiful mess. Her voice, again, is absolutely fantastic, but there's just too many different elements being put into this song, and it's just like, pick one.
I mean, I think Brooke is an amazing singer, there's no denying that, and an amazing performer. But I do agree with you, Elliot, in that I think this is her weakest offering for Malta Eurovision. The song itself, to me, it sounds like two different songs have just kind of been put together. Like the verses and the chorus sound completely different, and it doesn't quite work in my opinion.
It's not bad, but it's not what I expected it to be. I agree, it does sound like two different songs, like, squished together. But the worst part for me is the lyrics make absolutely no sense. I don't know if you noticed that, but I listened to it twice, and I was like, this makes no sense. She just threw in every lyric she could think of. Yeah, so she's great, but the song it's not as good as she is.
You know, as much as I love Brooke, I kind of hope that, you know, that if she does go to Eurovision, it's because they want the song, her and the song, and they're not saying, oh, well, you've taken part so many times, here's your ticket now. You know?
It's I have such an experience about this. Maybe on the night she'll absolutely kill it live and I might fall in love with it, but at the minute, not so much.
Yeah, that could happen.
I like this, but again, it feels like something is missing. It doesn't quite reach its limit, like it could do more. And also there's just a random dubstep bridge at the 2-minute mark, which has no point in the song, but I just feel like it was a late addition because, yeah, I can see what they're trying to do with the song, and it's a fantastic message, and lyrically it's brilliant, and she sings it amazingly as usual, but as a whole package, I'm just a bit, again, like Brooke's song, I'm a bit confused.
I mean, again, I love Christabel. Don't love the song. I think she has sent better. That's it, really. I don't really know what to say about this one. I find it a bit confusing, like the two different types of kind of styles of music coming together, or trying to come together. Anyway, I feel like it's not her, it's not Christabel. It's not the Christabel that we know.
I agree that it's just too different from her other songs. I liked her other songs. This, I listened to it, I thought, okay, that's fine, and now I can't remember it at all, so I can't really say that much about it, except it's forgettable, I guess.
It's wrote by John Ballard, the songwriter behind You Are the Only One, and my god, can you tell he wrote this song, because it catches you straight away and then falls flat. Like, it started off and I was like, oh, this is nice, and then it's like, oh, she's just saying the same line again and again and again. I'm sorry, it does sound like a bit like You're the Only One, just this old-fashioned Schlager pop track sent in a modern contest, which is not going to stand out. I tuned out by the end of it because I just found it excruciatingly repetitive, basically. And yeah, it just sounds like something you'd hear in the Schlager days of Melodifestivalen.
It was just the same thing over and over and over again. I feel like I've heard it 10 times and I've only heard it once. I hate it. It's awful.
Well, at least you're honest.
It's nowhere near as good as You Are the Only One, though, so I don't know why you're saying that.
Well, good song. I mean, good singer, okay song. I think the song is rather forgettable. It's not, it's not one that really kind of pops out and you're like, oh wow, like this is amazing, this is a contender. It just kind of gets lost among the crowd, I think. And then with the title of the song, always makes me think One Step at a Time by Michael Ball. So I forever sing that song and have that song in my head and not hers. Yeah, I actually really like this one. I think it's great. It's like, it sounds like a big, fun party anthem that's just asking you to get on the dance floor. And I think this could be a contender to win MESC, possibly.
It's actually one of my favorites from this contest, but I don't think it'll win. But it's my favorite because it reminds me of like early 2000s Eurovision. That's my favorite time of Eurovision, so I really like it. But I know that other people won't like it as much as I do. It's just a personal preference.
I personally love this song. Like, on first listen, I was just like, thank goodness, because, you know, this is, like you said, so much energy from the word go. Like, it just straight away kicks in. It does remind you of, like, you know, it makes you want to dance. You just want to have fun with this song. It's probably going to have as much pyro as it can, I hope, at least. Or it's going to have backing dance. It's going to have something, I really, really hope. I do love how she said zigga, 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 because that just makes me think of the Spice Girls, because... but that was a great dance song as well, back when it got released. So...
Agreed.
I feel like if it was solely down to the public, this could potentially win, because... You know, we need more fun songs in Eurovision. I know, like, Malta is such a fun nation. So I do think it could do very well in the televote, and Deborah is a very known artist. Just bring a party on stage, Deborah, that's all we want.
Questioning all we've got. You keep driving me crazy. Where do we go from here? How did I love disappear?
I think there's two songs that can get to the Eurovision final, and I think that's one of them, if they pick that. But it's so interesting. You're not going to forget that, I think.
I actually like the song as well. I actually find it really sweet. And I don't know why, but I had a feeling I wasn't going to like it. I don't know why, I just had a sort of feeling I was a bit worried about it. But I think it's very sweet. I think the message is very well done in the sense of a love song. And it's almost like I kind of describe these as angry love songs, because they say I love you, I hate you, and all this sort of thing. And it feels like it's what Verona should have been.
Well, I have to completely disagree with both of you. I really don't like this song. It's my least favourite song from the selection. I just find it so cheesy and so, like, corny. Yeah, it just seems like a very kind of soppy love song that just doesn't work for me.
Now, she's taken 6 years away from the contest. She's come back with a song by Jonas I can't say his surname. Another Swedish writer, and Michael's James Down. This is pretty fantastic. I think if she can belt it a bit more and nail that high note near the end of the song, we could be looking at the winner of Malta Eurovision Song Contest. It's one of my personal favourites in this selection, and I feel that in what I think is a very good, well-rounded section, this is a standout, personally.
Pretty much agree with everything you just said. Get the staging right, get the vocals right, and you've got a winner. It really is a fantastic song. It's modern, it's catchy. It's just, in my opinion, it's got everything you want in a song and a Eurovision song. And so as long as everything else falls into place, then for sure you've got a winner.
Oh, it's the other one I think that can get to the Eurovision final. It's my favorite contest that has had for years, and I think it should definitely win, but we'll see what happens. Like, anything can happen in a live show, but I think it should win. That's my opinion.
Yeah, and a lot of people internationally are like, this is like a favourite, this is a front runner in like the top 3, I think, so it's definitely got potential, and it's the type of ballad which doesn't scream big, massive dress, which makes me happy as well.
We are the fire of the world away. We are the promise of a brighter day. Oh,
I love this song. It's my favourite at the moment. I think the song, to me, it screams Eurovision. You know, it's a very kind of poppy, dancey, catchy tune that is sung very well, and that I hope would have a good staging to match the song. Something high energy, dancing maybe. The only flaw with this song is that the backing track at times, to me, seems a bit too much, and I feel like it's a bit empowering of the singer. But other than that, brilliant offering, and in my opinion, potential winner.
That's another one I don't really remember. I just wrote down here that I hate the lyrics. And, yeah, I guess I didn't like it, and I don't remember it, so that's not a good sign.
I do feel like this is another contender to win because it is a very powerful song and she is a very powerful singer as well. So this is her second time in MEFC and she did do pretty well last time with the jury and the public, so that does bode well. But yeah, I feel Jasmine, if she can pull it off on the night, this is a potential winner and she could win, and we could be looking at Malta's next artist. Again, if this does get to Eurovision, I could see it qualifying as well because it is dramatic and empowering, but it's not too overpowering like Amber was in 2015. So we'll have to wait and see, but again, I think this is a song that can do very, very, very well. And side note, she is absolutely stunning for only 18. I am shocked she is only that young.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
No idea.
Yeah.
That you believe in us. Can we take it back to the past and set the hearts we share? No way, come my way, the more heartaches, hear you say.
I'm gonna start this off. When I first heard it, I didn't mind it, but when I went back to it, it faded pretty badly for me. It's better than the song in 2016, I'll give them that, but it's just not lighting anything for me. It's just there, it's fine, it's pleasant. I like the song title, I think that's quite cool and the idea is quite cool, but again, something is just missing to really make me think this is a contender.
Well, do you know what? I can't actually remember this song very well, which is clearly not a good sign. The only thing that I can remember from listening to the song is how good his voice sounds and how good he looked in the preview video. But as for the song, I honestly cannot remember much about it, which doesn't bode well. Sorry, Lawrence.
I just wrote down beside it here, LOL.
I won't call today, I won't call tonight, I won't call tomorrow, but I wish I would. So if you want me to, then I'll call tomorrow.
When I spoke to him about the song in the interview, he said it's something that MESC has never seen before. And I kind of get what he means by that, because this is very dark for Malta Eurovision. It's very, like, not haunting in a sense of, say, like, anything in the Estonian selection, but it is very sort of, like, mysterious and missing. There's just something about it.
I really like it. I don't think it stands out or anything. Like, when you hear 16 songs, you probably won't remember that. But I like it. I think I will listen to that after the contest. I don't think it'll get out of the semi-final in the contest, maybe. I don't know. But it's very... Yeah, you're right. It's not very Malta.
When I first heard the song, it reminded me of a mixture between Franz from Sweden and Justs from Latvia. And I agree with what Elliot said. It has that kind of dark edge to it that you would see in Supernova. It does seem a very unusual choice for Malta, and I don't think that it's really good. I mean, I can't see it winning MESC. I'm not sure Malta are going to be that daring to choose something so different. Personally, I think they would stick to what they know. But if it was to end up at Eurovision, I can't see it qualifying, to be honest with you. Great lyrics for a start, I think. Great vocals, but the song is a bit meh. It's, for me personally, it's rather forgettable. It doesn't really stand out, but everything else about it seems so good, like the vocals and the lyrics and kind of the story of the song just sound really good. It's just the actual song itself is kind of missing something, but I don't know what.
Oh, I just think it's really bland as well. Yeah, it has no substance to it. It's fine. It's okay.
She is very young and she does have a fantastic voice. She has a real powerful voice and she does give it a lot of like energy and fun. But I feel like the backing track needs to match her energy. I feel like it's too... I know she does say like she likes to be an R&B singer and like that's her style, but I think she needs to go more up-tempo R&B. She wants to keep doing that. I actually do enjoy this song and I think she does sing it fantastically, so I hope she can do it again on the night. It caught my attention straight away because it was something that's so different, and like the lion roar right at the beginning, but then it doesn't develop anywhere, and again it just sort of stays at that one level.
Yeah, I completely agree with you on that one. It's good but not great. It's, you know, she's a great singer, but the song is not as great as she is, if that makes sense. And it's just kind of very samey throughout the whole song. Nothing really to kind of grab your attention and say, oh, that's, you know, there's something there, because there's not really anything there.
I agree with that too. I think that I was just kind of waiting for something to happen. So when it started, like, okay, good, this is going to be good. And then it ended and I was like, oh.
Yeah, like it just leaves you wanting something, but it never happens. And I think that's the worst kind of song. I'm gonna start this. It's a piano ballad and I tuned out within the first minute. This is my least favourite song in this selection. It's just her, and it doesn't really do much. I'm not the biggest fan of piano ballads unless there's something really striking about your voice, and personally, she's powerful, but we've seen that how many times before in the charts and in Eurovision. I mean, if you want to compare a recent piano ballad, you have Norma John with Blackbird, and I feel Norma John is 10 times stronger than this song, unfortunately.
Yeah, same with me. And I think after, you know, because obviously last year they sent Claudia Fagnola with a ballad to be and obviously she never qualified, unfortunately. But I don't think that Malta would send the same type of song again, to be honest with you. So, you know, I think it's just going to be forgotten in the crowd.
Yeah, it's really boring. Yeah, I just thought it's just boring. I don't remember that one either.
If you need me, come knock on my door. When it's time to be there, I'll do more. As you grow, you should know I'll be here by your side.
So I absolutely love this song. One of my favourites from their selection. Okay, the song I find quite like emotional, especially with the lyrics. They can be quite poignant, depends how you interpret them. I think that both Richard and, is it Joe? Have I got the name right this time? Richard and Joe's voice. I think they have similar voices and they go very well together, and it just adds to the, you know, the je ne sais quoi of this song. I love the little kind of country vibe going on with the song. slightly reminiscent of Firelight from 2014, which is not surprising because it's got Richard in the song from Firelight. I absolutely love his voice. I could listen to him sing all day. The song itself, even though it's one of my favourites, I don't think it's one of the stronger songs this year. So I can't imagine it would really do very well in MESC. And I'm thinking this would probably be more of a jury song than a kind of like a televote song.
I feel bad that I don't like it. I just think it's cringy. It's embarrassing to me. I feel like it's something that Malta is really gonna like, and I think it'll do well. But I just think it's cringy.
I actually do enjoy this song. It's a lot better than I was anticipating for some reason. I just felt like this, I don't know, I just had like a bad feeling going into it again. But yeah, this is a really sweet, lovely song, and they both sing really, really, really well. I mean, we knew Richard could sing really well, but Joe does brilliantly as well. I mean, you know, this song was wrote for Joe, you know, they are father and son, and Richard asked him to sing this with him, which I think is just sweet in itself, and Richard has said this is his last ever time competing in Malta Eurovision. It's the last time he's ever going to do it, which is sad. Which is sad, but as a song, I think it's really good. And I actually really liked it. The problem was, I like it when I listen to it, but I can't remember it as soon as I try and remember it, apart from it's a country ballad. Like, I don't really remember the words, don't remember much of the melody, but when I'm listening to it, I like it.
I think it'll probably come last. Nobody's gonna vote for that. Like, really. It's too, yeah, nobody is gonna remember it. I think it's just really dull and bland, and like she's an okay singer, but pretty much everybody is an okay singer, and that's the worst song, I think.
If you had to pick a winner, who do you think would win? Jess, let's come to you first.
I think Malta, I mean, it is quite tough. I think the one they will choose, I think it will be a 2-horse race between Eleanor and Jasmine, with Richard and Joe not too far behind.
Okay. Emma?
Yeah, I think Eleanor will win. I don't know. We'll see. But I think that's what's going to happen right now.
Making a snap judgment, I do have to agree with Jess. I do think it's between Eleanor and Jasmine. Maybe Christabel and Aiden could do something. I'm only saying Aiden because he is young, and he's a young male, so he can get like the young teenage girl vote, and that will help him, especially. But thinking now there's a jury involved, I do feel it's between like Jasmine, Eleanor, and Christabel. Maybe it's tough to call, but yeah, I feel those two are currently fighting it out, which I didn't expect to be saying when I first saw the list. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, there we go.